Hey, everybody, I'm John Granato, and that's Lance Zierlein. You can hear us mornings on the bench, ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Lance, this week, Alex Bregman underwent wrist surgery for an injury he sustained back in September. You feel better that Bregman's poor performance at the end of the year can be blamed on an injury, or now should we be more concerned that Alex Bregman is injury prone?
No, I in a weird way, I feel better. I mean, you kind of have an answer for why it was that he was struggling at the plate. I don't know how long it's gone on, but you maybe have an answer there. And then, he talked about his weak top hand. Well, now you know why, because he had the wrist injury. And it might also have a big impact on that confidence. And that's been something that we have noticed. There just hasn't been the same confident Bregman. Well, if you're going into, that boxing ring with one arm tied behind your back, that'll take some confidence from you. So, he had the quad issue. That will happen sometimes. That's soft tissue. That one with the wrist, it is what it is. But he had the surgery. That should make it better. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It actually makes me feel a little bit better thinking, maybe he got it figured out what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you on that. I do feel better about it because if he was healthy and he was hitting like that, then you'd be like, holy crap, you got 3 more years of Alex Bregman before he comes due. That's still plenty of time. And it's still plenty of time to find out whether he's injury prone as well. I mean, that's been, Carlos Correa, that was something that was hanging over his head until the last couple of years. Well,
what are you going to do if he is
60 games.
Okay, what if you decide he's injury prone? Then what? You still
then maybe you don't give him another contract.
Yeah, I guess that would be what you're dealing with there.
Yeah, I mean, because he's going to come due, and so you're going to have to make a decision on Alex Bregman in 3 years. If he's still not hitting, if he's still hitting like he did this year, then you're definitely not. But if he starts to hit and he's got a couple more injuries, now you got a question mark. Is he a guy that we're going to give another long-term contract to when he is injury prone? One thing I do know for sure is that you should give your car to kids.
Carsforkids.org, that's the website. It's simple. I told you this before. You can have Cars for Kids come to your property, haul off that truck or car, and they don't care if it's running or not running. They'll make sure and get there. They haul it off. They give you a Visa gift card. They'll give you a tax write-off, and you can write off the car and not the kid. Get rid of that junk off your property, and you don't even have to pay to do it. You get paid to do it. Carsforkids.org.
Hey, if Bregman was hurt, he did hurt his hand in September. The team knew it. Why does he keep putting him in the 3-hole?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. That's a stubborn move to back off of at the very, very end of the World Series. That is a bizarre time to do that. But I'm not really sure why Dusty would do that if he knew this was an issue. Then again, we also know that a lot of athletes play injured and they don't talk about it. So there is a chance that maybe Alex Bregman really didn't let the Astros know the extent of the wrist injury. There's that possibility too, at least not until it was too late. And maybe it got worse as time progressed. There's that possibility too.
Yeah, and listen, he talked about it with Tom Verducci, that he wasn't getting his top hand, and he really, really worked on that going into Game 6, and he felt really, really good about it. Of course, he didn't hit well. Nobody hit well in Game 6, but he said he was weak. His hand was weak. And it is kind of an indictment on Dusty and, being stubborn like that. Hey, we'll keep throwing him out there. And when the team is struggling, until Game 5, he waited to take him out of the 3-hole to put him in the 7-hole so that the offense would be better. That is something that you'd have to look at with Dusty. I know Dusty's already signed and the players love him. And maybe that's one of the reasons I'm going to stick with you no matter what. But that's to the point of being stubborn with that thing. If Bregman was hurting, he shouldn't have been in that 3-hole.